Greetings, viewers and subscribers.
Yeah, watch Popeye's mama. Where I watch?
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also.
We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
The first verse of the national anthem. It goes like this. Sing with me. Yeah man, stand up. Anywhere you are right now, get up and stand up. Stand at attention. You can't stand at ease. Eternal Father, bless our land. Guard us with thy mighty hand. Keep us free from evil powers. Be our light through countless hours. To our leaders, great defender, grant true wisdom from above. Justice, truth be ours forever. Jamaica, land we love. Jamaica, 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 land we love. So, here's some out, when I was singing the chorus. Boom. Mr. Genius, without a But I can't even walk without you holding my hands. I can't even walk without you holding my hands. The mountain is too high and the valley is too wide. Down on my knees, I've learned to stay 'cause I can't even walk without you holding my hands. Morning, 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 morning. Tavari Wagwan. Where's me? I get better with the age. Tina Echo Wagwan. Echo them asked yesterday, and I tell them say, all right. Here come on in Ladybug, Unruly Rookie, Manly, Suzette, Joy, Joan, Theodore, what's that? The adorable Winsome. Okay, the adorable Winsome. France, Maxine, Camilla, Shanice, Jennifer, Baridi, Andrea, Andra, Jacqueline, AK and Wagwan. Is that Leslie? All right, Leslie, big up yourself. I see Leslie, remember, our Bridget may have, you know. Name Leslie over Johnson Town there. Anyhow, Tavari, big up yourself. Michelle Jones, Unruly Rookie, Sharon, Wagwan Sharon, Jacqueline, Clifford, Neville Williams, Wagwan, Jennifer, Denise, morning. Why, Denise, you can't fling flowers, you can't fling. Why? You're full of style. Kalia, morning. Pamela, Mystics. New Look, J.A. George, big up yourself, sir. Fiona, big up. Andrine, all right, Andrine, big up. Muriel, Flo Gill, Kalia, morning again. I dinner or a dinner. May I say the two of them, I don't want to get you wrong. Let me go back to the bottom of the screen. Let me follow the discussion at the bottom of the screen. Ladybug, Marvet, all right. Marley Babe, Wagwan, morning, Marley Babe. Mahalia, Chanel, Wagwan, Chanel. Jennifer, Rose. Hey, Chanel, you know, say somebody send me a message, you know, but me I check them out before me make the connection, you know, Chanel. Somebody send me a message, but I'm doing my check first, because I know why you come on and say, you know, say one papa anyhow. Me I do me check here. Chanel, hold on a bit. Muriel, Mikey, Natisha, Shanice, Marine, Rodolph, big up Sandra, big up yourself, Adolph, big up yourself, Kemar, respect. Ice J Mesado, all right, big up. Ines, Wagwan, Charmian, Avis, Audrey, big up on yourself. Let's go down to the extreme bottom. If you miss out, I'll continue. Dennis, big up yourself. Where's the lovely weather? All right. That sounds good. Daniel, Wagwan King, big up yourself, sir. Big up yourself. Big up yourself, Daniel. All right. Where is Jerrine? That lady on your screen, you know, is Jerrine Cosley. And she's from, where's the work soon start? All right. The Midlands Bora. All right. Sheena Black, what you say? Me miss you out. Oh man, sorry. You know how we go. It's a whole heap now. We don't dry it out too much. But big up yourself, Sheena. Jerrine Cosley, you are celebrating your birthday today. A happy birthday to you. Let's hope that today you're going to be having a wonderful birthday. And may you live to see a whole heap more. Paulette, big up yourself. So the word for today is, or the Jamaican proverb for today is, If you see everybody a run, if you see everybody a run, take time. You know, so we as Jamaicans, you know, we as Jamaicans, when we see trouble, most of the time, when we run from trouble, you know, we run towards the trouble. Eh? If we say something go on down there, so we want to run, go look. But if you see everybody a run, take your time, because you might get in a trouble following others, trying to find out the source of the end of the excitement. So if you see everybody a run, take time. All right? Big up Ricky. Big up yourself. Audrey. All right? Giselle. Morning. So we are still in the parish of St. Catherine. And if you look on your screen, there are the political representatives, are the members of parliament for St. Catherine. There are the MPs for St. Catherine. And I'm going to start to the top of the screen from the left, go across, and then come across the bottom. I'm going to tell you a few things about some of the members of parliament, are these members of parliament. First up is Olivia Babsy Grange. She's the MP for Central St. Catherine. On April 27 coming up, that way. Week after next week, Monday, Babsy will be 78 years old. And she has been a member of parliament for Central St. Catherine since 1997. Babsy was born in Low Lane in Kingston, and she is now the member of the Minister of Sports for the Minister of Sports, Gender, Entertainment. Babsy, big up yourself. Next up is Kerencia Morrison. She's the MP for St. Catherine Northeast. Now, Kerencia was in the Senate for the JLP from 2016 to 2020. But in 2020, she entered representational politics and she won the seat. And she retained the seat September 3 last year. Next is Orlando Terrylang. Now, Orlando is a trained lawyer and is currently the Minister of State in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. He's the MP for St. Catherine East Central. Beside Orlando is Dr. Chris Tufton. Dr. Tufton is the MP for St. Catherine West Central. Now, Dr. Tufton, me call him the PR man, you know. Anytime you see the photo, know where with Dr. Tufton. Look and see if you have one mic on him. He always walk with his camera crew. Because Dr. Tufton, open secret, Dr. Tufton is hoping to become the next Prime Minister of Jamaica. Because I doubt whether after the third term of Andrew Holness, Dr. Andrew Holness, he's going to be seeking re-election. But let's wait and see. But Dr. Tufton, he's 55 years old. He challenged for leadership before. And I am sure Dr. Tufton is positioning himself to be the next member of parliament. He's currently the Minister of Health and Wellness and Wellness. Dr. Tufton. Now, beside Dr. Tufton is the warring Dan for out, so he's the member of parliament for Southwest St. Catherine, Mr. Everall Warmington. You know that before the last election, Mr. Warmington said he was going to resign, you know, he was going to retire. But then he said, no, he must come back, come help Andrew fight the battle. And after the election, Mr. Warmington wasn't giving up a cabinet position, so he mixed with everybody. And the day of his swearing, he was the only person who walk up and not shake nobody's hand. He just go up, go take him out, sign off his sign, and walk out of Parliament. Mr. Warmington is 74 years old. Now, in Mr. Warmington's younger days, he served as the vice president of Young Jamaica, a youth arm of the JLP. I think that was until about 78, thereabout. But he was the vice president of the Students' Council for CAST. Now, you know that CAST is now the University of Technology. Mr. Warmington served as the vice president for the Student Council from 1974 till 1975. Mr. Warmington, he has been the MP for Southwest St. Catherine from 2002. Mr. Warmington will tell you, say, of all the 63 members of Parliament, he is the one with the most votes. And he's correct. Now, on February 1 this year, the cousin said Andrew never appoint the Warren done to the cabinet, if you make up for something, So Mr. Warmington, he was appointed as a nominated commissioner on the Electoral Commission of Jamaica. Mr. Warmington would have said some things in the past, that the commissioners and the ECJ, the elected commissioners, should not be paid. But guess what? What they are being paid, is equal to what a Supreme Court judge is being paid. I'm gonna hear what the Warren done say, boy, I'm not accept the pay, Even though he must say before he was saying they should not be paid, he accept it gracefully. Now, next up, beside Mr. Warmington, is Dr. Andrew Wheatley. He is the Member of Parliament for South Central St. Catherine. Now, Dr. Wheatley, he was a parish councillor, and he served as deputy mayor for Spanish Town from 2003 to 2005. And then he served as mayor from 2005 to 2012. Remember that there was some controversy, and Andrew had taken him out of the cabinet. Well, Dr. Wheatley is back in the cabinet. He was appointed Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, responsible for science, technology, and special projects. At the bottom of the screen, from left to right, first up is Denise Daly. Denise Daly, she served as a councillor for the Linstead Division, and she was also a deputy mayor of Spanish Town. She has been the Member of Parliament for St. Catherine East, or Eastern, since 2012. Next up is Damian Crawford. Now, Damian was first elected, and is the current Member of Parliament for St. Catherine Northwest. Damian was first elected as an MP for East Rural St. Andrew in December 2011. He served then as a Minister of State for Tourism and Entertainment. While Damian was the MP, in 2015, Damian announced that he would not be seeking re-election. But Damian later come back and say that was a trick. So guess what? By then, a man named Peter Blake was campaigning among the delegates to succeed Damian. So Damian went on, and there was a selection was held, and Damian went up against Peter Blake, and he lost the election. So Peter Blake ran in that election. Damian, he was appointed to the Senate in October 2017. In February 2019, the PNP nominated Damian to contest the by-election in East Portland. As a result of that, he resigned from the Senate, according to him, to focus on his campaign. But he lost that by-election to Anne-Marie Vaz. He was again appointed to the Senate after the 2020 general election. On September 3 last year, Damian beat retired police superintendent Newton Amos to win the seat. Now, it is highly anticipated, at least by some political watchers or observers, that Damian will be challenging Mark Golding for the leadership of the PNP whenever the next voting conference come up. It is expected. People are watching and saying, but it is no secret that Damian wants to be the Prime Minister for Jamaica. So you have two aspiring Prime Ministers in St. Catherine. One, Dr. Tufton, and one, Damian Crawford. Let's wait and see. Next up is Natalie Nita Garvey. Now, Natalie is the MP for North Central St. Catherine. Natalie, she served as a councillor for the Ginger Ridge and Lauriston divisions from 1998 to 2007. She was elected MP in 2007. In 2015, for a brief moment, I said for a brief moment because you know that 2016, what happened 2016, you know? But Natalie was appointed the Minister of State in 2015. Beside Natalie is one of the veterans, Fitz Jackson. Now, Fitz won the South St. Catherine seat in a by-election in 1994, and he has been the MP since then. Beside Fitz is a newcomer, Dr. Alfred Daz. He is the MP for St. Catherine South Eastern. I hope you learned something this morning. And we still have some more because we're going to talk about some of the councillors. You know, St. Catherine is no people are like here when I say the second largest but St. Catherine is one of the largest parishes in Jamaica. St. Catherine has the most, I don't want to tell you no foolishness, you know. But I'm almost sure St. Catherine have the most, yeah man, St. Catherine as a parish has the most members of parliament. St. Catherine as a parish. You know, so Kingston and St. Andrew, Kingston are one parish, St. Andrew are one parish. But St. Catherine has the most members of parliament. All right? Well, you say the best MP ever in Jamaica. How that, Janice? How that? Anyhow, let's move on. Let's move on. Mr. Ernie Smith. Mr. Ernie Smith died yesterday. Now, the music fraternity, and this is from the Gleaner, is mourning the passing of legendary singer Ernie Smith. He died yesterday evening at a hospital in Florida. He's gone. He's no longer with us. His wife, Claudette Bailey Smith, told the Gleaner. Earlier on Thursday, the wife, Claudette, she shared that the beloved singer, the beloved reggae and folk singer, who underwent surgery on Sunday, had been experiencing health challenges since June last year. That surgical procedure had to do with an intestinal issue. She said yesterday evening that he's now stable. And she said since Wednesday, he has been a little bit more alert and responding to commands. He opened his eyes fully for the first time since Sunday. And I asked him to squeeze my hand, and he squeezed it strong. Claudette, who is Ernie's wife of 3 years, shared at the time. Now, the last time Ernie Smith performed in Jamaica, he performed on Rebel Salute. I'm going to show you just a little snippet of Ernie Smith performing on Rebel Salute. Watch this.
Life is just for living. Life is just for living. See that cat staring in the map, thinking about what is what and who is who. That cat is me. That cat is you. See that guy staring in the sky, taking in the beat of the sun. He's having fun. That guy is me. That guy is you. Taking in today's vibration, tomorrow's coming down slow. Taking it free and easy, that's the only way to go. Yes, I'd rather be me, rather be free. Today's vibration. All right. Wife and picnic gone abroad, left him all alone. Wondering what kind of festival could I make him stir? Him old born, then I drop this aversion in the yard and sing and weep and mourn. Play the music, jump like Lego bees. Sip your water, love your daughter, but play the music, see.
Yo, may I tell you, so the man voice. May I tell you, Ernie Smith had a voice. May I tell you, you can go and watch it. There's the name of the channel. It was posted on Viewz video production and multimedia support. You can go and watch it. But may I tell you, so the man voice. Ernie has a voice, the man. Remember me tell you. Condolences to his family and friends, and may his soul rest in peace. Now, talking about singers, I've been watching, there's a singer named David in the United States. And I know that sometime in last year, they found a 14-year-old girl in his car. That girl has been missing since 2014. And I was wondering where that case was headed. But watch this.
LAPD announced they arrested 21-year-old David Anthony Burke, a social media star known as David, for the murder of a teenage girl who went missing in 2024. Police found the body of 14-year-old Celeste Reviewz last September in the trunk of a Tesla registered to Burke at this Hollywood tow yard. That was 17 months after her Lake Elsinore family reported her missing. Court filings say her body was decapitated, dismembered, and bagged up in parts. Police confirmed she and Burke had a relationship. Criminal defense attorney Lou Shapiro.
Once law enforcement issued a search warrant several months ago against him, it seemed like that's where everything was leading. But the questions remain right now. Number one, what was his motive to do this if he in fact is guilty of this? And number two, if he did this, why would he leave the body in a car that is registered to him, where it can just be totally tied to him? Nobody understands that.
Police say Burke is being held without bail, and the case will go to the DA on Monday. His arrest coming after he was named a target of a grand jury investigation back in February. The LA County District Attorney's Office said tonight they were aware of the arrest, and prosecutors would make a filing decision whether or not to charge him on Monday.
One thing that severely complicates the case is she was reported missing about a year before her body was found. So the whereabouts of that body or when she actually passed, no one really knows. Law enforcement may have an idea about it pursuant to their investigation, but we, the general public, we don't know about that. So that will be an interesting point, chronologically and from a forensic perspective.
David rose to fame after some of his songs went viral on TikTok. Days after police found her body, some who knew her told us.
She had a boyfriend named David, and then they have matching tattoos.
David's planned tour was canceled days after the discovery of Reviewz's body. David Burke's attorneys issued a statement tonight saying, let us be clear, the actual evidence in this case will show David Burke did not murder Celeste Rivas Hernandez, and he was not the cause of her death. There has been no indictment returned by any grand jury in this case and no criminal complaint filed. David has only been detained under suspicion. We will vigorously defend David's innocence. Again, this case will go to the DA on Monday. We are live in Hollywood tonight. I'm Lori Perez, CBS LA. Back to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Lori.
Well, may I tell you. And talking about murder, I don't know much of you know about this, but a former lieutenant governor in the state of Virginia, this is what he did.
Tonight, Virginia's former lieutenant governor, Justin Fairfax, a one-time rising Democratic star, dead, accused of shooting and killing his wife and then turning the gun on himself.
Self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head.
Police say Fairfax and his wife, Serena, were found dead from apparent gunshot wounds. The shootings reported by their teenage son.
One of the children was the 911 caller just after midnight.
This tragedy comes amidst a contentious divorce. Court records show Fairfax was ordered to vacate the family home where the murder took place by April 30th. The court had also awarded Serena full custody of their children as she showed the court evidence that her husband had become a detached alcoholic. They were scheduled to appear in court on Monday for a trial to divide their assets.
Former Lieutenant Governor Fairfax was recently served some paperwork associated with an upcoming court proceeding that apparently led to this incident last night.
According to court documents, Fairfax's struggles with mental health and alcohol abuse started when he was accused of sexual assault in 2019. At that time, Fairfax was in the midst of a bright political career. But then a scandal broke. A photo with a caption attributed to then Governor Ralph Northam showed a man dressed in blackface, the other in a Ku Klux Klan robe. Northam considered resigning, which would have led to Fairfax taking over. But then two different women accused the lieutenant governor of sexual assault, leading to calls for his resignation. Fairfax never left office and vehemently denied the accusations, but never recovered politically. How disappointing is it to see it come to an end this way?
You never know what's going on in any family. He was an enormous talent, and I just can't imagine what his family's going through.
Ryan joins us now. And Ryan, police say Serena Fairfax recently had cameras installed in their house.
That's right, Tom. And police say they used the footage from those cameras to refute claims from earlier this year by Justin Fairfax that his wife had assaulted him.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay.
Why may I tell you, man? May I tell you. Mariel Ludford, why are you asking me, Mariel? How many murders have I spoken about? What's the question? What's the question? How many murders have you talked about in Jamaica since here? I don't understand your question, Mariel. I carry news about murders. I don't understand the question. Come again with it for me now. Let me see if I can understand it, yeah? I don't really understand it. How many murders have I spoken about or said me talk about in Jamaica since here? That question, they kind of our way. But, may I tell you, say, man, weak here. Next up, there was a shooting incident. You know, when my Virgin called me yesterday and tell me about this shooting incident. He told me he was at the plaza when this took place, you know, yesterday in South Florida. Watch this.
Good evening to you. Let's get on over to Trish Christakis, who's been following the story all day long. And Trish, what are police telling you tonight?
Well, police have someone in custody, and as you can see behind me, the scene is now cleared. Within the last 40 minutes, they towed those 2 cars away that were involved in that head-on collision. We have new surveillance video and cell phone video of the moment those shots rang out. Take a look.
What Perkin car? What?
That just moments before the shooting happened, captured on cell phone.
No.
You can see a man in a bright orange shirt coming out of this landscaping van and walking up to the gold Lexus, pull out a gun and shoot.
I saw a lady is getting patch-ups, and I saw like a wound shot on the right side of her body. And then when I take a picture close up to her car, I saw like 3 gunshot on the window.
That woman was brought to Broward Health North with serious injuries. A business owner nearby saw and heard it all. Here's surveillance video from the side street of the moment those shots rang out. You can hear 5 gunshots and see a person on the sidewalk getting up to run away.
It's very shocking because I've been having this business for like a couple of years, and it's the first time something this severe happened.
Those who work in the area say gun violence near this spot is shocking.
We're right next to the high school, so fights happen often. And that's what I thought it was in the beginning, and then I started seeing like a bunch of kids running.
Coral Springs police arrived a little after 3 p.m. when the call came in. Officers located an adult woman suffering from gunshot wounds. You can see in the surveillance video the ambulance arriving, then bringing her in on a stretcher. The scene remained active most of the day and night, where you can see extensive damage done to the front of both vehicles. The person of interest has been identified, detained, and is currently in police custody. Police say there is no ongoing threat to public safety, and the nature of the relationship between the victim and the individual in custody is unknown.
Well, I mean, I tell you, so Muriel, if you're asking about the amount of, well, how many murders I've mentioned on the program since this start. Echo, I never assume when I see a question, Echo. I love answer a question directly. If you're asking me about the amount of murders I mentioned on the program since this year, I would have to go back and check. But I know I mentioned quite a few. All right? I know I mentioned quite a few. All right, Muriel? If that's the question you want, how many murders I mentioned that took place in Jamaica since the start of the year? I mentioned quite a few. I would have to go back and check on it. There is a report, but I'm going to go back to an article last year. And then I'm going to tell you what is the latest. This article is titled, Doctor Suspended. Medical Council takes legal action against neurosurgeon. And this article was written June 4 last year. There's a doctor. Dr. Hunter, controversial neurosurgeon. And Dr. Hunter, has always been in the news. Anyhow, controversial neurosurgeon Dr. Roger Hunter has been suspended from practicing in Jamaica with immediate effect. That was June last year. In a notice published on Tuesday, the Medical Council of Jamaica announced that Dr. Hunter's suspension is in keeping with the Medical Act, Section 11, 1D. This section states, if any person registered under this act is found, upon inquiry by the council, to be guilty of dishonesty, negligence, or incompetence in performance of his functions as a medical practitioner, or of conduct that is disgraceful in a professional respect, they can be removed from the registry of doctors allowed to practice in Jamaica. The legislation also includes a provision under which the council may, at any time, if it thinks just, direct the registrar to restore to the register any name removed therefrom. Last week, I remember that this was last year, the Jamaica Observer confirmed that Hunter was scheduled to appear before the disciplinary committee of the Medical Council on July 2 to address an allegation of professional misconduct. According to reports reaching the Observer, a patient of Hunter's through the law firm Knight, Jr. and Samuels wrote the Medical Council alleging that the doctor, that he, the patient, received substandard treatment during a surgery. The Medical Council responded to the law firm, indicating that it had written to Hunter, seeking his response to the allegation within 2 weeks. When the Observer spoke with Hunter last week, he said he was prepared to mount a strong defense against a charge he believes is premature at best, or being done with malicious intentions at worst. It appears that the Medical Council want to put themselves in front of the courts. Here it is that a gentleman who received back surgery does not want to pay me, and to avoid paying me, he's finding every little reason to not pay. According to the neurosurgeon, the patient owes him a significant sum and is refusing to pay because 2 medical practitioners he specifically requested were not there. Yet he had a successful surgery, and to that extent, he even asked for more time to stay at my facility, at my home, and to avoid paying me my money. He's finding every little reason. It surprised me that the Medical Council could be used to try and intimidate me. He charged that there are many more serious allegations against doctors, which the Medical Council has refused to probe and questioned if he was being targeted. It goes to show that how they treat certain people one way, another people another way, he said. He charged that a doctor in rural Jamaica was convicted of assault more than 3 months ago, but he has not been summoned to a hearing by the Medical Council. Is that only bad things are going on, you know? I have written to the Medical Council at least 12 times and pointed out to them that a medical doctor has been convicted and is now a criminal. The canons of the medical profession do not allow you to practice if you are a criminal, he argued. The neurosurgeon said that having failed to convene a hearing for a doctor who has been convicted of a crime, it is questionable that he has been called to a hearing in a case which is being probed by the police. If the police are doing a criminal investigation of the man, why don't they allow the criminal investigation to proceed before they come with any action against me? He scoffed at the allegations that he had been banned from performing surgery at a number of local medical facilities, despite the Observer having seen a letter from a private medical facility in the corporate area which refused his request to perform surgeries there. The letter noted that Hunter withdrew his request the day after submitting it. So, Dr. Hunter, but there was something I go on. Let me go down further because something I go on with him and a doctor named Dr. Bruce. Hold on. Okay. Hunter is believed, according to Hunter, he has not appeared before the Medical Council and remains accredited to practice in the United States, the United Kingdom, and other countries. Hunter believed that the man, on a voice note, which has gone viral, making several allegations against Dr. Bruce. And, Hunter is believed to be the man, on a voice note, which has gone viral, making several allegations against Dr. Bruce, Dr. Carl Bruce, and questioning his medical qualification, his character, and his integrity. When the observer spoke to the doctor, Dr. Hunter, he refused to confirm or deny that he was the person on the voice note. But Dr. Bruce, the University of the Hospital of the West Indies medical chief of staff, has threatened to take Dr. Bruce to take legal action against Dr. Hunter over the voice note. Now, this is the latest in that saga because Dr. Hunter, he retained attorney at law, Hugh Wildman, and Hugh Wildman filed an appeal. And this was the outcome of that appeal. Dr. Hunter's suspension overturned. Ah, boy. The Medical Appeals Tribunal has set aside the suspension of neurosurgeon Dr. Roger Hunter just under a year after it was imposed by the Medical Council of Jamaica in May 2025. The three-member panel of Ambassador Catherine Phipps, Dr. Nadia Claire Pascoe, and Chantal Simpson ordered that Dr. Hunter's practicing certificate be restored. The ruling handed down on Wednesday followed submissions by his lawyer, Hugh Wildman, and attorney for the Medical Council, Ransford Braham, King's Counsel. I hear me talk about Damian Crawford a while ago. Did you know that Ransford Braham is Damian Crawford's uncle? Anyhow, the Medical Council, through Mr. Braham, considered that the appeal should be allowed. So, Dr. Hunter, he has won that appeal. And the saga continues. Now, there's an international news coming out of Canada. There's an international news coming out of Canada. Canadian man charged in connection with theft of Hurricane Melissa relief supplies for Jamaica. There is Varinda Dillian. And for all the people just are joining, if not say good morning to you too. But may I read here? May I read? We soon come back to that. A Canadian man has been charged in connection with the theft of millions of dollars worth of Hurricane Melissa relief supplies destined for Jamaica from the North American country last year. Varinda Dillian, 40 years old, of Brampton, he was slapped with multiple offenses, including breaking and entering, theft of over 5,000 Canadian dollars, possession of property obtained by crime, and multiple breaches of probation orders. So also ex-convict. The charges were announced by Peel Regional Police in a statement yesterday. Investigators said that Dillian is currently on probation for similar offenses and has been prohibited from driving indefinitely. Reports are that on December 3 last year, about 5 o'clock in the early morning, Dillian broke into a secured storage facility near Derry Road, East Gorway Drive in Mississauga. Using a truck or a transport truck, he hitched a trailer with a shipping container containing relief supplies and fled the area. According to the police, the supplies included clothing and non-perishables, which was awaiting shipment to Jamaica to aid in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Following an extensive investigation by the Peel Police Department, Dillian was identified as a suspect. In addition, more than 1 million Canadian dollars of stolen property was recovered as a result of the police probe. The recovered property was returned to its rightful owner and shipped to Kingston, where it was dispersed for hurricane relief. So the items were shipped. You know, in a Jamaica, you know, in Jamaica, if I don't know if it would be shipped because the farm part of the exhibit, well, you know, when me uncle guess, anyhow. But boy, that happily, them hold him. But there's a news, you see? There's a news. There's a news that you remember that years ago, some Jamaicans had switched allegiance to another country. What's the name of the country? Is it Turkey? Yeah, to Turkey. Some Jamaicans had switched allegiance. Some Jamaican athletes, they had switched allegiance to Turkey. Shockwaves ripple through the global track and field community, particularly in Jamaica, after World Athletics yesterday blocked the transfer of allegiance to Turkey for 11 professional athletes in an unprecedented ruling. World Athletics said the move, first revealed in June 2024, amounted to a coordinated state recruitment effort driven by financial inducements, with athletes lacking any genuine connection to Turkey. The governing body argued that such arrangements undermine eligibility rules and threaten the integrity of international competition. Tina, big up yourself. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Drive safe here. So, why a few Jamaicans they switch allegiance, you know. That guy, what his name? Rohe Stoner. I think him is one of the him chose. Oh, I'm sure. I say me find him chose don't about me so. I think him show never discuss or whatever, but him show something. But he's one of them. Oh, he's the shot putter. Roindra Campbell. You have Jaden Hibbert. He's a triple jumper. And Wayne Pinnock. All four of them had switched allegiance, you know. And now the World Athletics have ruled. I don't know. I'm not sure what is there or how they can appeal. But there must be some type of appeal where them can. But boy, it's not pretty at all. You know? It's not pretty. Let's move on to Tell Me, Pastor. And this person is saying, I didn't know that my boyfriend had a spouse and children. What you say? Dear Pastor, your section in the Star is my favorite. And if you're alone, if I want to listen right now, I feel them favorite part is. There is where I turn to every time I get a copy of the Star. I am 22 years old, and all my friends read your column. Sometimes I say to myself, these girls don't have any sense. How could they do things like these? But I am in a situation now that is causing me to take back my words. And let me say it for you. To take back my words and say, no, I mean no sense. She went on to say, I am in love with a man who is twice my age. And what you say? Shabba? Shabba Ranks and Crystal that, you know. Remember that song there? I'm in love with a, me not say man, twice my age. You know that song there? I did not expect him to trick me. You know, young bud, man. You know, say I'm twice a age. That means I'm over 40 yard. How old about that and you are young bud? What do you expect? Eh? You are 22 and him at twice your age. That means I'm over 40 yard. So what do you expect? Trick nothing night, man. Eh? When we first met, he told me that he had a girlfriend, but they were not getting along. So he broke up with her. I believed him. Young bud no stam. Young bud no stam. He used to pick me up from work every evening and took me home. He used to go home and freshen up and come back to see me. Then that no raise no flag. That should have raised red flag, mama. Because you're a young bud, you don't know stam. The man pick you up from work. Left you off your yard. Go home, go bathe and freshen up and come back. That not tell you something. That's not telling you something. Young bud. One evening, I asked him why he couldn't just go to his house after picking me up, shower, and then spend time with me instead of making a double trip. He said he was not ready to take me to his house as yet. Yet still, you allow him to come in for your house. Eh? So I did not push the point. I could not believe that the reason why he was not taking me to his house was because his children's mother was still living there. Let me tell you, say, yeah, young bud. Me tell you, say, yeah, young bud. Because you think you could tell no, me not going to say old bud. So please. And if me say old bud, you don't know what I mean, right? If me say old bud, you don't know what I mean. You think say him could not tell no old bud that? He couldn't tell no old bud that. One evening, he took me to Port Royal to purchase fish. A friend of his children's mother saw us and told her. So she became aware of me. I do not know how she got my number because she an old bud. She more experienced in the thing. So she know how to check and dig and get what she want. But she called me and asked me whether I am seeing her man. I asked her who was her man, and she gave me his name. Me almost dropped down because she told me how long they have been together, or been going together, and how many children they have. She said that when he comes home in the evenings and he's going out again, he was always lying about where he was going. This man is still living with the children's mother, and she said she is willing to confront him in my presence. I don't want a scandal. I told this man not to come back to see me, but he's still saying that his children's mother and he are not together. I don't know what? You don't know what to do? What do you mean you don't know what to do? I don't know who to believe. She said, young bud say, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to believe. Give me your advice. Then mama. The man don't tell you a lie already. Say I tell you why you not care. I just still don't know what to do. I just still don't know what to believe. Eh? Anyway, Pastor said, I can tell you who to believe. Say so, Pastor. Believe the children's mother who called you about the man you are dating and who is her children's father. Your boyfriend is a liar in the relationship with him. Pastor, let me tell you what you want to tell him. Let me tell you what you want to tell her, Pastor. Your boyfriend is a damn liar. Run with the boy. You're wasting your best years with a man who will tell you pure lie. He could not take care of you, or he could not take you to his house because he knew that he was living with his children's mother. Get out of the relationship right away. See him, so Pastor. Get out of the relationship right away. Lego the boy. You know that song there? Lego the boy. Hey, me know some true. Hey, hold on. We no wait. May I get some true, you know, because We soon start playing some tune over TikTok, you know. We soon start inviting you over TikTok. If you come up, Papa, dance. We have got some dance, you know, 2 or 3 times a week, you know. We are go burn some tune. May I go back to my selecting days, you know, but we can't do it on YouTube because you know, say YouTube and them copyright infringement and all these things. And that is why, you know, we cannot play certain songs, and when we have certain program, you know, we can't play certain. Sometimes some people send some songs come give me. They want me play it on the channel for promote them song. Me can't, I don't do it, me no want to do it, you know. But you see, when me put up one video, anytime a YouTuber put up a video, you know, and you see a yellow dollar sign or a red dollar sign. You see the red dollar sign, and that's the danger, you know. The yellow one, bad and not so bad, you know, because you're not going to earn off it when you get the yellow sign. But when you get the red dollar sign, it means a copyright infringement. Sometimes you might not get a strike on the channel, you know, but sometimes you might not get a strike. So that is why I can't play certain songs I would want to play on YouTube. So I am gathering up some tunes. I dig up back my record box, and we are gonna be playing some music over on TikTok. And I'm gonna tell you when I go do it, so you can log on and we have fun. Here, I do some more music I want. I have everything else I want already, but I want some more tune. But woman, pastor tell you the right thing. Lego the boy. The boy I tell you lie. But you see, young bud, you know. Young bud. No know stand. You used to listen, you know. And cause some people and say, them are idiot because how them are right, tell me, pastor, and some things will happen to them. And say, it happened to you. It happened to you. And the same thing, you know. By the way, as I was going to talk about Facebook, by the way, yesterday I made a post on Facebook. Let me share the post on Facebook. Yesterday I made a post over on Facebook. Here is the post. That young man, Shannon Mackenzie, he's from Bigwell Lane in Lucy. you know, say, you know, I may laugh. Anyhow, somebody made a comment yesterday because I put, I had written 40. I was going to say he's almost 40. But then I wrote he is 39. But so it came across as he is 39 and then the 40, I forgot to delete it. Years old. Somebody make a comment and I say, what if you make up no mind about your age? I try face it, so I face it back with her. They say, apparently you don't know a mistake when you see it. So my followers them take her around, you know, and she jump and delete it. Look here, don't come at me with no foolishness. Me tell her, say, Mama no grown up punk. Mama used to love cussing up. I love Tracy. Anyhow, I made that post yesterday, you see? And Shannon Mackenzie from Bigwell Lane, he has been having some issues. And Shannon has been missing for 11 days. Happily, somebody contacted me last night. Somebody see Shannon and the links were made. And Shannon is now in a hospital in the corporate area. And you can see somebody made a comment. Somebody related to Shannon. He has been found. A heartful thank you to everyone who shared the post, kept an eye out, said a prayer, and offered encouraging words. Your support truly means so much to us. We are deeply grateful. Shannon has been having some issues. Shannon, I'm told that he was seen naked, you know, but thank Father God, he is getting some medical care and just hopefully, you know, hoping. You know, say, you know, sometimes, boy, Facebook overwhelms me sometimes, you know, because I don't earn no money from Facebook. And if I was to follow up Facebook by posting things, I wouldn't have time to post no video on YouTube. So sometimes me can't, but that Facebook page that we're seeing in Papaya News Links, very, very effective, you know. Eh? Very, let me tell you, say, Papaya News Links by Facebook, you know. Police, man, go to station and go make report, you know, what police tell them, say? Go report it to Papaya. Papaya, we sort it out for you. But anyhow, my viewers and my subscribers, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for telling a friend to tell a friend. We're going to try and come back a morning. Definitely. Even though we are going to come on tomorrow night, we are going to try and come back a morning. All right? Bless up on yourself. Have a good day. We'll be dropping a video today. If you never watched last night's video, go and watch it. All right? In the meantime, live, love, laugh. Blessed love, everybody.
From the hills to the town, we bring the link. Straight facts, no mix up, no gimmick, no wing. You tune in now, get the real insight. Cause Papa News Link lights in
Papa News Link, yeah, we tell it how it is. Jamaican vice, truth in all the biz. Click it, share it, every little click count news with the vibes. That we announce.
no gimmick, no way. You tune in.